Hello, hello, my beautiful collective. I know I've been MIA. I'm so sorry, but welcome to this reading. This is going to be a soul message reading. What does your higher self want you to know right now? So, all my readings are timeless. This could be past, present, or future energy. The rest needs to leave the rest, and I try to force the story to fit your narrative, okay? Um, to my Libra and Aquarius fans, I recorded your readings. Libra, your reading did not have audio. Aquarius, I just realized that your reading had audio, so I will upload it with a little disclaimer in the beginning because I recorded it right at the end of 2025. But I just wanted that real quick before I got into the reading. so, um, the main downloads I got is a lot of like water energy, because very emotional. Because I was getting water spirits, I was getting like Atlantis, Lumeria. I believe Lumeria is like a water-based planet, but I also heard like lilies, cherry blossoms, and bluebonnets. I think bluebonnets are flowers. But those are just like random downloads I got, but it feels very emotional and what you need to know. And also fire is like heavy in the energy. So heavy fire placements or water placements. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But let's get into it. And if you feel called to book a reading from with me, all of that information is in the description box below. Okay. So let's get into it. Thank you. All right, so we have nothing has gone wrong. Number 7, that could be a significant number for you. And then we have soul name, number 1. So when you figure out your soul name, is really like you accessing the Akashic records and taking that deep dive. You could do like a guided meditation on here on YouTube, or you could, say the prayer and meditate and access it yourself, or you could get a trusted reader to do it for you. Some of you may be figuring that out now. Maybe you've had dreams about your first, timeline, your first time as a soul. But yeah, let me read that. So number 7 and number 1 could be significant numbers. Okay. We have an obstacle launches new loving request. In the last few days, a change came out of the blue. It may have felt like your body and mind moved through a crack in reality as your courses so suddenly. Deep within, you have been craving change, and this situation brings new and different experiences to your life. You may be feeling a little lightheaded and dazzled by the brilliance of this expanded version of you, but you're doing so well. It is now time to catch your breath and settle into your new outlook. There is an opportunity to look at your thoughts, ideas, and your reactions to your potential success. As you become aware and implement change, you can rise above the limits people or situations have placed on you. This card depicts the trigram of the I change with a yin and yang symbol. This is a reminder that everything changes, that nothing can exist on our physical plane without its opposite, and neither is superior to the other. You can't stop anything that has manifested, but you can serve as an inspiration to create new paths online with your soul's truth. So a heavy chapter could have definitely been ending, as I was feeling that as well too. Like a lot of the collective is stepping into a new chapter, which we just started the physical new year, but the spiritual new year, astrological new year is starting in March and spring. So you could be just ready to get those manifestations coming in. And we have soul name. Unlock the mysteries of your soul. You you are about to receive the name of your soul. Your soul name acts as a link between your inner and outer worlds, enabling you to merge authentic wisdom into your everyday experiences and create a life from your heart. You place your soul name in your heart before you were born. And to explore your inner world and open your heart, you will discover the name of your beautiful essence. You are ready to awaken your heart and know its absolute fullness. You are safe to discover, connect, and receive. All your dreams and desires will be released with an open heart. Ask for and open Ask for and be open to receiving the name of your soul. It may arrive in a way you didn't expect. When it comes to you, when it comes to you will know it's authentic by the way it feels. Liberate your heart and soul. You are worth it. Okay, let's get into this reading. Clear aspects from the collective soul, heart, self. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. A Chariot. The King of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Cups. On the bottom, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. Four Swords reversed, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, and the Emperor reversed. This is giving don't let the naysayers hold you back. Don't let them take you out of your energy because there is a huge energy of self-love with the Ace of Cups. There's an energy of getting in true alignment with the Ten of Cups, connecting more deeply to what you know your soul came here to do and connect. Yeah, Justice, Libra energy. Balancing. Because the energy of this reading is nothing has gone wrong. So you disconnecting from certain things and certain people, yeah, the Four of Wands, you're getting into alignment as you disconnect, as you pour more love into yourself, as you release fear, with the Nine of Swords being in reverse for the overall energy of the reading. This just feels like stepping more in. Like I said, water energy was very heavy, especially with the biggest energy here being the Chariot, Cancer energy. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of intuition. Like I said, some of you might have come from Atlantis or Lemuria or water place, um, water spirits, water deities. Like you might be connecting deeply to them or being called to connect with them, just because it helps you be put in balance and a lot of healing with yourself. Okay, so the main message from your soul is the Knight of Swords reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands reverse. The Ace of Swords. The King of Wands reverse to the Two of Cups. Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Swords again. First. King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Devil, Capricorn energy. Five of Pentacles. It feels like it was such a struggle for you to speak up for yourself of what your true alignment has been. It feels like you run away with the Knight of Swords coming up in the reverse from what's needed to be said from a very soul-led place. It's like you've always known what you were meant to do, how you were meant to align on this planet, how you're supposed to help the alignment of the planet and the vibration of the planet come into, I want to say fruition, but just like more balance. But there was a form of neglect within yourself. So spirit is saying whatever it is that you need to say, whatever it is that's deeply rooted in you as this fear. Like I said, I see you releasing it with the Nine of Swords as overall energy. But don't be afraid to say or do what you know is in alignment for you and within your soul. Because it's a deep rooted wound. Like you feel like you might be abandoned as you talk about this or you're aligned with this. And that's not true. You can't run away from the truth and you can't run away from how you're feeling. It's best to always just open up and do what you need to do. Because it feels like the fear of what people might think of you, anything out of alignment. I'm reading for you guys know what your purpose is, but it feels like you're afraid to say it out loud. Like it's really hard for you to push to say it out loud. You lack a certain confidence about it. I see you releasing it, but don't be afraid to speak up. I don't think you're going to get judged as harshly as you think you are. And how to get into alignment at the Ace of Cups. Please clarify that for me, Spirit. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands reverse. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. Strength, Leo energy. Seven of Cups, reverse. Ooh, the Empress. Ooh, the Hierophant. So heavy Taurus energy. The Ace of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. And the Six of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. That's two aces there. This is about you manifesting from the heart. This is you opening up your heart chakra because the strength is in the reverse. And then the Ace of Cups is the overall energy. This is you manifesting from a place of love and not fear. And you have the Empress to the Hierophant. So this is definitely you connecting to your feminine energy and connecting to your higher self and your higher power. Because it feels like, I'm not going to say you're making the wrong decisions, okay, but there's not enough clarity in certain decisions that you're making because you're neglecting a part of yourself. And you're starting to see it clearly. You're starting to see that you have to pour more love into yourself. You're having to do things from a more balanced place emotionally because there's a part of you that's afraid to connect to yourself emotionally. Like you might fear the flow to come out and it's gonna I feel just like you feel you're gonna be harshly judged. And I don't see that. I don't know if what you're trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish here is a very emotional thing. But the people who love you, the people who support you, they're not going to turn away once you do this, speak up for this. Yeah, when you're not connected to your higher self, when you're not connected to your purpose or your creativity or whatever it is, something very emotional, it makes you off balance because we have the lovers and the reverse, but also the lovers used to be called the choice. This is a choice that you're afraid to make. This could definitely be having a fear of vulnerability because maybe you opened up to someone before who didn't appreciate what you were trying to share with them. But that's not how you're moving in this new chapter, in this new timeline. So it feels like not being afraid to open up your heart again, not being afraid to be vulnerable and show that side of you because it feels like that's heavily a part of your soul, of yourself. And it brings you some type of huge abundance, like emotionally, lovingly, and like materially, more stability. So this is you just being as open as you can be in your heart. A Reiki session I'm hearing could really help as well to get your chakra from being, blocked up and not aligned. But this is you having no fear of showing your emotion, no fear of showing your vulnerability, no fear of being very much in your divine feminine energy in a balanced way. And that's how we get more into alignment, that emotion, that feminine side, that feminine energy. Okay, so for soul action, we have the chariot, Cancer energy. Spirit, please clarify that for me. In the Page of Swords. And then the Nine of Swords, clarifying as well. The King of Cups, the Emperor, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Cups reversed, and that's crazy because it's up right there. And then the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Soul activation is you pushing through this fear because it keeps you unaligned. Yeah. Once you push through the fear, Four of Wands, you come into true alignment. There's a part of you, and it could be a father wound or someone who's masculine in your life who didn't show you that emotion. It feels like emotional neglect. It could be that because of a father figure or just a figure in your life, they were shut down in their growth. So that's like a soul lesson for you to not be like that. It's for you to be a balanced emperor, but also be balancing your emotions because this is the King of Cups reversed. So whatever they were showing you wasn't balanced. It wasn't in alignment. So you acknowledging this, healing this, because the star energy isn't just about destiny for me, it's about healing as well. Healing this fear. Like I said, with the swords there, just healing this fear of speaking up for yourself, having mental clarity and truth, because whatever this is, it keeps you out of alignment. So with the chariot there, spirit is telling you to stay determined to push through this healing, push through this guidance. Some of you could on the first steps in regards to like therapy and dealing with this emotional wound that you have in regards to energy. Yeah, it's time for this chapter to close in the reverse. There's no more clinging on to this fear of people not understanding you, of people not hearing you. We have to let love in, we have to let emotion in. We can't be cut off from that because we're human. We're all about our emotions. We're all about love. So as soon as you going through what is a part of your soul's purpose, the fear is going to go away because it feels like you're going to open up to someone who truly understands you. Like I said, the therapy thing is still like there. So it could be opening up to a therapist. And that's the first step that you take into closing this chapter. Or it could be a close friend, maybe even somebody who's like studies to be a therapist. I can't think of the words right now, but something to that effect. There's going to be someone that you could open up to that will help you be more stable in your emotions. But you have to be able to really push through and know that they're accepting you because you have like there of acceptance as well. Okay, so we have clearing the blocks. We have the King of Pentacles reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Have the Five of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles reverse for me. Four of Wands, Nine of Cups, and then Judgment in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands reverse, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, Two of Swords, and then the Empress. Are you going to embrace your femininity? And we all have feminine and masculine energy. Are you going to embrace your emotions, your creativity, your growth, that softness within yourself? Because there's an energy of imbalance and not making that direct choice to heal this, to find your happiness. Because we have the Five of Wands, and I'm getting the Five of Wands as conflict within yourself or whatever emotional wound that you're having at this time. Is keeping you in a karmic cycle. It's keeping you so heavy in your energy that you're lacking your confidence, possibly delaying and missing opportunities Okay, and Spirit is saying now it's time to heal that with the Five of Cups in reverse. No more turning a blind eye to this. You've been in the energy of instability with the King of Pentacles being in reverse so long. Six of Swords reversed. You've been stuck in energy for so long. And Spirit is trying to get you to find your happiness and your truth. They want you to align emotionally. But we have to get out of this inner conflict. We have to get into alignment with who we really are. And we have to make the choice to do so. So clearing that block is making the choice to step into your feminine energy. We can't keep living in the energy of, oh, I can never be vulnerable. I can never open up and this, that, and the third. Even if it's just you crying in your room. And I feel like I say this in every soul message, but like a level of a need and a good cry. But no more emotional neglect collective as we move forward. It's time to balance that out, really balance our feminine energy. Yeah, having confidence with ourselves. That was the Six of Wands reverse. Having that confidence that everything is going to work out for us. And how to align more deeply. We have the Ten of Cups. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Well, it fell on the floor. Hold on. Wow. Death, Scorpio energy. It just flew. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Wands reverse. Nine of Wands reverse. Three of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Wheel, Page of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and then the Hermit, Virgo energy. And then a Ten of Swords. You have to be okay with something ending and disconnecting from certain energies because, like I said, they keep you in a lack mindset. They keep you in an energy of a karmic cycle and also not being able to speak up for yourself. I feel like with the Page of Cups in reverse is an energy of emotional like immaturity, but it also feels like unfortunately you're not going to get that apology or maybe the words of affirmation you're hoping for with certain energies. They're not meant to come with you because they hold you back from your legacy, your destiny, and what you bring in this lifetime. This is a time for deep introspection with the Hermit, maybe a huge energy of solitude as you work through these feelings and you work through this ending. But that's in this Ten of Swords is always going to be painful when we let energies go. But there's energies around you and within self that holds you back from being open emotionally. And until we let that go and we heal those things, it puts you in the energy of staying in that instability in that karmic cycle. And your happiness is on the other side of it with the Ten of Cups. But until we let go of the energies that are in alignment with us, who don't see us as clearly as we see ourselves, we don't feel like we can be open and honest. We have a fear of that because we have a fear of being judged because we don't think that these people care about us as deeply as we want them to. That's a deep rooted fear within self. I honestly feel like you're going to have someone in your energy in your corner that's going to change your whole perspective on that. Like I said, some of you are starting with therapy, but others of you, it feels like a soulmate, like a soul tribe, soul family person that's going to do that for you. But you have to let this go. That fear, these people, this person, the energy within self, all of that has to be let go to get to your happily ever after. Okay. Advice for the collective. The Wheel of Fortune, Strength, Leo energy. Wheel of Fortune is fixed sign energy, so Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The of Swords, Ace of Cups again, the Lovers, Gemini energy, and the Eight of Swords, and then the Three of Cups. The World, the King of Cups, the Six of Wands, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and then the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. There's going to be some negative self-talk is what I'm hearing with that Eight of Swords. There's going to be times where you revert back to old habits within this. But just know that you're still pouring love into yourself and you're still opening yourself up with Ace of Cups and the strength here. But as you continue to heal this, as you continue to thrive through this, there is going to be aspects of this. It just hurts you deeply. It just wounds you deeply. You're going to take minor steps back. And that's okay. I still feel like you're going to propel forward and have this new, beautiful, abundant, and very deeply beginning that for you. But we can't keep teeter-tottering on like closing this chapter and step into a new one. We have to be absolute about how we're moving forward. We can't keep giving to the past and the old energies as we step into the new. And you're probably going to be having a lot of dreams and deja vu and stuff like that as you start to really heal this within yourself. But you have a beautiful new beginning coming in. You just have to be very sure of yourself and know that you're stepping in the right direction as you open yourself up more. You're taking the baby steps, collective. Advice, soul truth advice for the collective. Thank you for all your messages. I'm going to be getting into oracles now, so a lot of reading. So if that's not your gig, you're good to go. Okay. Advice for the collective. Am I consistently showing up? Some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. And even when it feels uncomfortable, it takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. So, today's soul's action journal, where you can be more consistent in your life and in alignment with your soulful goals, then show up. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. The Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Okay, so the Golden Child is number 7. Sevens could be significant because that's the second time we got a 7 in this reading. Okay. Golden children are highly advanced, intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on the planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many birth from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never been on Earth before, and so if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here, which heavy on that sentence because that's what this feels like. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nurture and nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll never harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. How can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? And that's the biggest message of this reading. You're probably a huge empath. Feel so deeply, but you also might not have had a, a space for you to be open about those feelings. And now I feel like you're stepping into a new beginning where you can, and there's still a lot of fear because you don't know how it's going to go with the people that you interact with. And whoever these, like I said, I was feeling the energy with you. And it could be a spirit guide. It could be you with a deity, like I said, with the water spirits and stuff like that. But there is someone here who you could be you align. And like I said, the frequency of earth to a higher vibration. Advice for the collective. What do you need to release? Your dreams need a practical plan. Taurus energy. Believe in the impossible. You're very close to achieving your goals and meditate and contemplate. Pisces energy. Have faith in your dreams and prosperity lies ahead. More Taurus energy there. Advice for the collective. Have you deserve love? You are lovable. Have unrequited love. Oh, I keep dropping the decks. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And then soulmate. Yes, this is your soul. I told you guys, I was picking up on someone here. I'm not more so, and I saw heart to heart conversations. I'm not more so like picking it up as love. It definitely could be love, but I feel like this is a very platonic person that you could talk to about the love and the inadequacy that you felt with people and energies of the past. There's someone here that is literally your soulmate, whether romantic or platonic, whatever it is. They love you, they hear you, and they see you. And like I said, it definitely could be a spirit. It definitely could be a water spirit, like I said in the beginning of the reading. But there's someone here who just deeply, deeply loves you and wants you to get into that emotional, vulnerable, open space. Very much opening up your heart chakra. But for me, it feels more platonic, but it could definitely be romantic. Just take whatever resonates for you. But there's someone who sees you for who you truly are, and they really do want you to open up to them. And it feels like a really beautiful energy. It really does. It definitely could be someone that you has spent multiple lifetimes with, and now you're finally in the frequency to connect with them. Definitely. Advice for the collective. Okay, so we have soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. And that definitely has something to do with remembering your soul name. For those of you who will access your Akashic records, because I remember the first time I did it and remember my soul name, it was super emotional. Like I cried for like 2 or 3 days. So that could be just something super, super duper heavy, but also very important. Okay, so this one is number 135. That number can be important. Okay. Okay. Through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the lives of those who love you, and of course, the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contract you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you are opening up on a higher level. And I really truly love that for y'all. I really do. I feel like as you learn more about yourself, more about your soul, having this soul awakening and remembering past lives. I know some people don't believe in past lives. They know that all timelines are going all at the same time. But as you remember these versions of yourself, especially with soul name and remembering who you were or are in that lifetime, in that timeline, then you're going to see an emotional depth of yourself that you didn't even know that you could reach. And I feel like you're going to have that, I feel like vision. It could definitely be a dream, but vision of yourself, and you're going to be like, "Who is that?" Not even knowing it's you, and that you can't even believe that you lived a life like that, or living a life like that in a different timeline. Learning your soul name is like really heavy. Like, even though I pulled nothing has gone wrong, that one is really sticking out to me because it feels very huge and significant, especially with all the oracles that we pull because they all align with that one. Advice for the collective. We have courage, number 21, child, and love. So definitely healing your inner child, yeah, and releasing the fear because we have devil on the bottom, number 6. Inner child healing, even loving children that you have. Yeah, then friends on the break. So this is definitely connecting to soul tribe, soul family, star family, embracing these new energies. You might have a fear of just connecting with new people, but I feel like the people that you're connecting are definitely like star family. You've spent many lifetimes with them, like I said when we were looking at this. And it's healing something within you. And if you have children, it's healing something within yourself and your children. Because them seeing you in this energy is very different, but very nurturing. Advice. Hello. Good morning. Sorry if I just now seen that comment. I don't always look at the screen. But good evening for me. It's nighttime for me. Advice for the collective. All right, we have Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, destiny. Okay, and Sophia's 124. Sophia is a Greek word meaning wisdom. Sophia is thought to have been a force present at the time of creation and is often presented as a woman. This turns our patriarchal understanding of a soul male god responsible for creation on its head. In the Bible book of Proverbs, Sophia says, I was present at the beginning of the creation, participating at the side of the Lord in the work of creation. Many scholars and historians believe that the female figure beside God in Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling is representation of Sophia. The philosopher Raphael believed that the ancient Egyptian mother goddess Isis was an incarnation of her. The galaxy overlapping the spiral of the rose on this card is a mystical representation of Sophia as the holder of the divine plan. The intelligence that tells the rose when to open and the planet how to spin also exists too. This card brings with it a message to trust the intelligence that brought you here. Have faith that the blueprint of your destiny is already known. What secret dreams do you have? What are you being called to say yes to? Sophia embraces the cosmos. She holds the blueprint of creation. No one, no person or thing is left out. Call upon her to guide you. Rest in the intelligence that exists within yourselves. Trust that you know what to do. Trust the blueprint within. Allow the seeds of your destiny to guide you. And then I have Rose Transmission. Activate the intelligence within myself and unblock of my most expansive destiny now. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. Have relationships. I attract those people who serve my highest good. We have grief. Understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And then we have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. And then we have surrender. I can release my need to control. All these colors here are close to yellow. So definitely sacral chakra could be significant in clearing that out. So sacral and heart chakra, really big here. But it just feels like grieving a version of yourself who never put yourself first. So you're grieving that because you stayed in that energy and that karmic cycle for so long. You stay with energies that didn't believe in you for so long. And it's like you're letting the divine and your I know I pull a lot of oracles, but I get a lot of channels off of them. So advice. I see you, boo. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Follow the stream. Dedication, trust, future rivers, and oceans. It looks fine. It probably just like that because it's live. Oh, wrong book. I was like, what? Okay, drop. Follow the stream is 84. Streams could begin as small trickles and end up as immersed rivers and vast oceans. They've been providing humanity with sustenance since we first appeared on this planet. Follow the stream and trust that one day it'll carry you to the rivers and oceans of your future. You're being called to current current of the waters you're in, to trust the path you're walking and to keep showing up day after day. What you're building what might seem like a small trickle right now holds the promise of becoming river or ocean in the put in one foot in front of the other and trust your plan. This is a card. You may not yet be able to see the future outcome, excuse me, or perhaps you're not quite sure how to get where you're going. On the journey, there will be many steps that require faith. This may be one of them. You're being encouraged to find that faith, to keep facing the true north, to follow the stream and let it carry you. So commit to your passions and be dedicated to what you're creating. Keep showing up day after day after day. If you do, before you know it, you'll have created something huge simply by showing up in small, consistent ways. If you trusted your path, what would you do? For those who watch this back, that was my son, my amazing fire sign baby who was commenting. Advice for the collective. That was quick. Thank you. So we have unlikely and then we have compromise. It is up to you. Yes. So if you have a yes or no question on your mind, spirit is saying yes. Big happy changes and you're ready. On the bottom, we have ask your angels. Okay. Affirmation of advice, spirit. Thank you for all your messages today. Affirmation of advice. All right. We have I'm creating an abundant future by radiating love and confidence. And then we have I am charged with new energy. I am focused, resilient, and passionate. Okay. And then whatever affirmation and crystal calls to you, write that down in the comments below for me. Okay. All right, collective. I hope that this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here and making it to the end of this reading. If you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below. You guys stay blessed, and Aquarius, look out for your reading. I will post it. Libra, I will be recording your reading, and then water signs, I will be getting to you. Okay, I know I've been MIA, but I promise you that I'm going to get to it. Okay, so you guys stay safe, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next reading.